Hello and good morning, everybody. This is Divim here, and you are now watching Divim's gaming channel. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing pretty good. I'm doing all right. Today's going to be a little bit different of a format. We're going to be doing a two-parter today. First part of today's stream is going to be from 9 to 10, and then the second part will be from 1:30 to 3:30. That way I get my 3-hour streaming block in for today. Wife wants to go grocery shopping, so I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna take a break in the middle there and go grocery shopping with her, and then when I get back, and everything's all taken care of, and it should be about 1:30. I'll be, should be exactly 1:30. I'll be popping on. I should actually be streaming about 10 minutes beforehand with with my stream waiting to begin. Just so I can get everything all taken care of and put together. So, without further ado, today we're going to be playing Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. And last time we were playing, I was over in the Rectica Greatwood, and I was starting to, just following along with the main storyline. Got up to, or I got to talk to Ronka, but I decided over the weekend I decided to get on and do a little playing. So I was working on some of the quests over here in Kalusia. So I figured I might as well finish off these quests and get them out of the way, because I'm almost up to level 75. I got just like a little teeny tiny hair left to go with the my experience to get that level. So I'm just gonna do a few more quest lines. These side quests. I think I got some side quests over in Lakeshore I could head over and do too. And I think I got all the quest lines taken care of over in Ilmeg as well, all done. So I just got a little bit in Lakeshore, a little bit in Kalusia, because I think in Kalusia I got this one here at Wright I gotta still do, and then I got like a few over here in Gate Town I can finish off. And I'm not sure what I got over in Yulemore. I'm gonna take a look here. Doesn't look like I got. Well, I can't really tell if there's any quests there unless I'm there. Excuse me, everybody. That was out of nowhere. So I'm gonna start doing the quests. Moamash has a supernatural story to share. Alright. Do you want to hear a ghost story? Of course you do. I do. The old pig farm over yonder once belonged to a family known as the Greeleys. It was around 10 winters ago now that their entire sty was butchered by a pack of wild animals. So is he telling me a ghost story about animals? The farm never recovered and the family scattered to the winds. The Greeley's daughter and her betrothed sought refuge here in Wright, but misfortune's grasp would not surrender them so easily. The lad was slain by Dikaiosine last year, when the eater attacked our village. And the lass, mad with grief, threw herself from the bridge that bears her family's name, drowned right there in the river. Ever since, folk have avoided that spot, convinced that the Greeley Bridge is haunted by the girl's anguished spirit. Do you think the tale a tall one? Go to the bridge yourself, then, and call out her name, Ismella. Okay. Let's go out there and say, Ismella, Ismella. And it's gonna be like some, woman that comes out from underneath the bridge or something, because she lives there, under the bridge. Alright. Mount up on Zephyrus here. Alright, just a little bit further. Really not sure how far it is. I think that's the Greeley farm up there that they're talking about. No, maybe not. Oh, it's all the way over here. That's Codger's Crook. So we're almost going all the way back to Stilltide. Just about. This quest is sending us quite a distance here. Gotta take the path there. Ooh, got ourselves some island wolves. They look rather starved. So we gotta come here and type in Ismella. Alright, so I'm gonna get off of the Chocobo. We're at the destination. So now we say Ismella. Sense a hostile presence. Dolorous shadow. Alright, you. Oh, you and that little AoE. Ah, he got me with his silencer. Okay, so now we go back and we report to Moamash. Alright, let's mount up on Zephyrus. And away we go. Gotta make sure these island wolves don't see poor Zephyrus as a walking chicken dinner. Both of them want my bird. No, you can't have him. He's my emergency supply rations. This is Codger's Crook. Okay, so the Screely sites, it's right here. That's where their farmstead used to be that they were talking about. The pig farm. Sharp tongue dip. Yeah, that's quite a dip. Or drip. Like, yeah, it's kind of sharp. Ah, that iguana actually got to me. Oh well. I'm almost back to right. Looks like they're fighting hobgoblins there. There were two spirits. Ah, I think I see. The young lady was with child. It truly was the ghost of Ismella then. May their souls be returned to the sea of stars. We can but pray that such tragedy never again visits us in this lifetime. And pray forgive my frivolous words from before. I had thought only to give you a fright, and instead you gifted those spirits with the peace they deserved. Thank you. You're welcome. Alright, so we're gonna go over to a little shanty town called Gate Town, and I'm gonna do I'm gonna get those quests out of the way too. So here we go. Let's mount up. There's a little shanty town known as Gate Town. It's in front of the gate there. Bunch of squatters trying to get into Yulmore. It's basically a refugee camp. Okay, who's our first on the list? Let's go to this guy because he's on the way. Somewhere in here, somewhere in one of these alleyways. Okay, worried waif. The worried waif looks around in desperation. Please, won't anybody help us? It's my brother. His belly hurts so much he can't even move. I don't think the fresh water we bought was fresh at all. Could you talk to the potion maker for us, mister? I already tried, but when he started explaining the things he wanted for the medicine, I got scared and ran away. Ay, and your brother must not mean that much to you then. Ay. So the potion maker must be down here in this little camp over here. So let's head on down. The Poissant or I can't pronounce that. The potion maker. We'll just go with that. Puissant potion maker. Welcome. What concoctions are you after today, then? Ah, yes, I remember the young girl and her ailing brother. I used the last of my bark, you see, and all I wanted was for her to gather some from the trees on the cape. The way she ran off, you'd think I'd asked for a bowl of her blood or something. You're welcome to collect a few strips in her stead if you like, although I don't expect you'd want the bother. Still here? Very well then. Find some trees and use this knife to very carefully peel away 3 pieces of nice dry bark. I won't hold my breath. I think it's Puissant. How hard could it be to go and get some bark off of trees, you know? Sheesh. Let's go get that bark. Out of my way, I need to get bark. Ah, there we go. Oh, it's right next to that big giant toad thingy. Or whatever the heck that is. It's like, yeah, it's ugly. Alright, so we get some dried bark. We gotta use the copper knife on it. I'm getting this or that thing. There we go. There we go. Got the first. Now I have the second. And we now have the third. Got all 3 pieces that we require. Let's head back over to the potion maker. The Poisson. Or Puissant potion maker. It's got to be word with French origins. It sounds kind of French. Not even sure what it means. I should look it up. Ah, I see you finally came to your senses. Let's have that knife back then. Yeah, and here's your dried bark too. What's this? You actually went to harvest the bark? But what could you possibly hope to gain? Kindness will get you nowhere in this rotten town. What a rare soul you must be. I suppose I have no choice now but to mix up the cure I promised. I've mixed some herbs and powders together with the bark you brought. A few pellets a day should soon settle the aches in the lad's stomach. Never mind the payment, after all, it's you who's done most of the legwork. You know, I hope to trade my healing skills for a life in Yulmore, but maybe my place is here, amongst the poor and the desperate, to hope for the sake of helping, or to help for the sake of helping to be needed. Aye, it's not a bad feeling. There we go. We've got the stomach cure for the poor lad. And I got one of those big giant toad things in the way. Alright, let's mount up on my good old trusty Zephyrus. Go, go, Chocobo. Okay, here's the waif. Did you go and see the potion maker? Yeah, here's the pellets you need. For my brother? Oh, thank you, mister. You saved his life. You'll be wanting coin, right? I'm not sure we... Don't worry about it. I don't want your coin. What do you mean, nothing? Here, you must take these at least. I collected them myself. Thank you again. Alright, complete. And there we go! I am now level 75. And I gotta empty my inventory a bit here. I got too much junk. A lot of potions and drops and... Got some Fantasia, got high elixirs, a lot of potions. Let's see, max potion. Let's try to condense those. There we go. I don't understand why I didn't do that in the first place. Let's see, X ether. Got max ether, elixirs. Alright, let's wonder how many other things I might have that might be split like that, taking up inventory space. Bat Fang, Wolf, I gotta get rid of some of these crafting materials. And I got a lot of materia too, some of the stuff could probably be sold off. Or either that scrapped and try to see if I can't get something new. With the, there's a... Back in, Thanalan there's a, goblin that you can give a bunch of materia to, and he'll give you a random one. I got 3 slots, and that's better than what I had. Okay. On to my next on the next quest. Off to the next victimizer. Aspiring songstress. The aspiring songstress wishes to practice her singing without interruption. What have we here? An admirer come to exult in the purity of my vocal splendor? Well, you're full of yourself. No, you would feel honored to meet me if I was ever allowed to test the limits of my instrument. Then test them. One day I shall be the talk of Yulmore, nay, all of Norvrand. But first, I must secure a venue in which to practice. If I sing at but a fraction of my full volume, the Cretans around here become so unreasonably angry, insulting even. Thus, I have taken to finding a quiet spot near the coast. Yet even there, my scales and trills seem to drive the wildlife into a frenzy. I can scarce begin to practice before I am forced to flee from the enraged beast. You look to have seen your fair share of fighting. What say you to standing guard and allowing me my fair share of singing? Pretty, please. I guess so. Do I get earplugs? Something tells me I'm going to need them. Okay, so looks like she's over there. Glaive. Let's get my chocobo out too. I gotta buy some more Gestal greens. Alright, so let's see what I'm here in the Tragopon. Maybe it's down here in a... Yep. Try running away from that bird. Maybe it'll give up its chase before... Good, did. Alright, let's go over here to the Aspiring Songstress, do her quest. Ah, 'tis so invigorating to sing here. I feel as if my voice rings clear across the sea. Now, if you'd be so kind as to intercept any nuisances before they ruin my practice, I should be most appreciative. Alright. Alright, so I gotta go over here to the destination. Ah, here we go. There we go. Oh, there's still one more that needs to be destroyed. Now we go over here to this destination. We wait. Up. Let's get this thing out of the way. Okay. Oh, we got a biggin. thought I got out of the way of that attack, but it got me. Alright, cool. We are done with this quest. And I've been victimized yet again. Oh, I didn't say what she said. Okay. And it's all thanks to you. Let's return to town so I might show you the proper gratitude. I'm afraid what their proper gratitude is. Probably giving me a private performance. The thought sends shivers down my spine. Almost back. Here we are. Thank you ever so much for your help. I almost wish I could keep you on as an assistant. I know I seem to be struggling through a rough patch at the moment, but once I make a name for myself in Yulmar's cabaret show, the privileged will be climbing over each other to offer me patronage. And then, when I'm wealthy and famous, you shall have the reward you deserve. For now, however, this is all I can afford. Consider it an advanced payment. Alright. Yay! Okay, now we got... I think just only 2 more left here on this map that I can do at the moment, and then I'm gonna head over. Should uncover this little itty bitty bit of map right there. Teorique, what's up, Teorique? You reek! Ah ha ha! You reek! Teorique is wrinkling his nose in displeasure because you reek. Ugh, oh, my poor sensitive nose. Do you not smell that awful stench? Yeah, it's you, because you reek. What we require here is a strategically placed sachet of ground Colusian sage. The trouble is, I'm not quite willing to die in the process of obtaining said herb. But what of you, sir? There is sage aplenty near the clave. Should the promise of reward overshadow any fear you might have of stabbing tooth and rending claw, 2 generous bunches should suffice. Oh, Tio, you reek. Unfulfilled Forager. I'm just going to get them both out of the way at the same time. The Unfulfilled Forager has a craving for meat. What I wouldn't give for just 1 mouthful of juicy meat. I've eaten naught but meal for more moons than I can count. I mean, I'm grateful for the handouts and all, but sometimes a man needs variety. If I had me a roasted game bird about now, I'd strip that beauty down to the bone. But have you ever tried catching one of them tragopans? It's like asking to have your eyes pecked out. But you reckon you could do better? Go ahead then. Make me eat my own words, just so long as they come with a side dish of bird flesh. And make sure you bring it back alive and kicking, you understand? Here's a rope to truss it up, and a sack to carry it. You might need to daze it a bit first. Yeah, I know the drill. It's not my first rodeo, yo. Okay. Yeah, they sent me out there to get the meat from a tragopan, but there's plenty of tragopan over by the clave. I don't see why I can't just pick them up over there. So I'm just going to go over to the clave and go after the tragopan over there. Should be the exact same thing. So let's mount up Zephyrus. Final Fantasy is an RPG. Yeah, that Tragopon's the exact same ones they want me to hunt for. So that means all these ones up here. Yep. So I'm gonna definitely be fighting some Tragopon up here while I get the sage. So I might as well just pick it up while I'm doing this quest. Okay. And no. There we go. We got ourselves a Tragopon. Now back over to Gate Town, turn in these 2 quests, and then I'll be done with this region for now. Okay, Teorique. Let's help your stinky problem. How fares your harvesting efforts? This is a goodly amount. My thanks. A moment while I prepare an experimental sachet. Why'd you just take a bath? I'll just grind these up, add a sprinkle of this, a dash of that, and 'tis done. Ah, 'tis akin to inhaling a springtime breeze. I must begin producing these fair scented pouches in bulk. You, sir, have the privilege of putting my aromatic creation to the test. Place one of my sachets behind this foul-smelling shack and inform me of the results. Alright. I gotta go and put that sachet behind this house. Must be his house. Oh, Tio. Oh, Tio, you reek. Alright. We want to use the sage. The rank fumes permeating the air are slowly replaced by a pleasant, refreshing scent. Ooh. Refreshing. Now, give me my reward. Did my sachet prove the victor in that contest of fragrances? Yeah. While that is satisfying to hear, I shall continue manufacturing these pockets of sage and proceed with secreting them about the place. The thing of it is, the folk of Gate Town often paw through the refuse discarded by the free citizens of Yulmore. Such salvaged items have, however, spent no short span of time moldering against actual garbage. Thus the offensive order I have been forced to endure, but no longer. Thanks to you, my olfactory senses will be spared. Pray, accept this token for your trouble. Okay, so let's give this guy his bird. Tell me there's a bird in that sack. Oof, that's a feisty one. Nice work, stranger! Ah, seeing this fellow all trussed up for the dinner table reminds me of being back in Stilltide. It's been years since I left a chase after Yulmore's promises, but I'm no closer to getting through that gate than when I started. Maybe it's time I gave up on hollow dreams and went home to my old mum. Anyway, my thanks for the bird, friend. Yeah, you probably should. Okay, so let's see here. We got ourselves some, there we go. Got my 3 inventory spots back. Alright, let's see. I want to make sure there's nothing in Yulmore itself for quests. I don't think there is. I got no preference in the matter. Alright, let's see if there's any. No, don't look like there is. Okay. Perfect. So I'm going to travel back over to Lakeshore, and I think it was Fort Job that had the Lakeland. That's what it is, not Lakeshore, Lakeland. Okay, so here we are, Fort Job. Yep, there's a bunch of them here. Wait a minute. Okay. Alright, so we got 4 quests here at Fort Job. We got On Her Own. You had one job. You had one job. Of graveyards and gremlins and lofty goals. So we're gonna head over and pick up the one that's not this way. From Kalia. Blue Spirit Ring Coffer. Ooh, so that's gonna give me the ring that I require for this next bracket of gear. Kalia is at her wit's end, except, oh dear, whatever am I to do? Forgive me, I didn't see you there. You have come seeking treatment, I presume. I'm afraid we're not taking any new patients at the moment. No, I don't want nothing. You're not ailing, you say. I'm sorry, I simply assumed. This is an infirmary, you see, or rather, I should say it used to be. It is. My father ran it, you see, but he is no longer with us, devoured by a sin-eater at the Battle of Holminster Switch, or so I was told. I did not even have the chance to say goodbye. That's usually what happens. And so, I am alone in this world now. There is one man, a member of the guard, a dear friend of my father's, who promised he would look after me if things came to the worst. But then he was transferred to a distant and dangerous post, and thus I am unable to do so much as share with him the unfortunate news. You look like someone who can hold his own in battle. Would you be so kind as to brave the road and convey my message to this man? Of course, I would compensate you well for your efforts. The man's name is Neilden, and God's willing, he serves at Radiska's Round. Pray seek him out and tell him that Kolfas lives no longer. It pains me to ask a stranger to be the bearer of such grim news, but it would mean everything to me. The road is long and fraught with danger. I would not get very far on my own. I cannot force you to do this, but can you find it in your heart to help me? Yeah, I kind of end up always doing this kind of stuff. So yeah, you can count on me. Thank you, my friend. I have no words to express my gratitude. My name is Kalia. Might I ask yours? Oh, you know, I'm the Wandering Stooge. A gentle name indeed. Thank you, Kona, and be safe. It's not gentle, it means bloodshed and death and destruction to all my enemies, and it's not gentle in the least bit. No. Actually, I don't know what it means because it was a randomly generated name because I couldn't think of a name at the moment, so I used the built-in name generator. My wife's always complaining, why do you always use the same name for all your characters? Change it up a little bit. So I'm like, fine, I won't name my character my usual name. So I just went with the random name generator because I couldn't think of anything. So, so the naming convention for... Oh, that's right, I could fly. I forgot I could fly here. The naming conventions for the Mikote sound Arabic. So that's why my character's name sounds Arabic, is because the whole entire name generators for the Mikote generates Arabic sounding names. Alright, so there's Neilden. Something I could do for ye. Yes, a friend of yours got killed. Son of yours got Colfax. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Your love is a life taker. Okay. The bloody fool, how many times did I tell him? Forget that damn battle and stay home with Kalia. The girl needs you. Did he listen? Forgive me, friend. It's just the man was like a brother to me. Anyhow, I'd like nothing more than to rush to Kalia's side with thee, but I can't very well run off like that. At least not without finding someone to cover my post. If you could spare a minute, maybe you could go have a talk with my superior. Captain Mines is a stern man, but also a reasonable one. I reckon he wouldn't begrudge me a brief respite to see the girl. After all, she's almost family. Can't thank you enough, friend. I'll find the captain. You'll find the captain inside the tower. I'd best be getting back to my post. I look forward to hearing the good word. Ah, so he can't wait for me to come up and say bird. Bird! Well, everybody's heard about the bird. Bird, bird, bird. Bird's the word. Okay, he's up this way. He's up the tower. Don't you know about the bird? Well, everybody here that the bird knows that the bird is a word. Alright. Colfax, slain by a sin eater. Are you certain of this? Truly, this is a sad day for our cause. He was a fine physician, one of the best we had. I have long since lost count of how many men were plucked back from the brink of death by his hand. Aye, he was also one of the bravest men I knew. Though he was no warrior, he did not hesitate to venture beyond the safe walls of the Crystarium and tend to patients on the front lines. It was in his spirit that he chose to establish the infirmary at Fort Job. But he is gone now, and we must carry on without him. As for Neilden's request for a leave of absence, consider it granted. Tell him to do what he must for Kolfa's girl. I will see that his post is covered. In truth, we can ill afford to lose even a single good man at a time like this, and yet there are certain things that must not be compromised. Tell Neilden he may go to the girl's side with my blessing. Alright, that should make him happy. Oh, there ye are. What's the good word, my friend? Bird! Bird's the word. I'm sorry. The captain said, what? I must be going soft. Must be going soft in his older age. Figured he'd at least have told me to hurry back. Goes to show you just what people thought of Colfax. He was a good man. Treated every patient with dignity and respect, be they prince or pauper, and he wouldn't think twice about risking his own life when others' lives were in danger. Could barely swing a sword, yet it wouldn't stop him from braving monster-infested forests, Roads roamed by sin eaters, and the gods know what else. He even showed his face here at the round from time to time. Of course, that's what did him in the end, and yet I reckon he died with no regrets, save for leaving poor Kalia behind to fend for herself. Anyhow, you have my thanks, friend, and with that, I'd best prepare to hit the road. There's someone who needs me. Yay! Another good deed done. Oh, he's got another quest for me. Nilden would go to the side of someone who needs him. Well, there's nothing to be gained from standing around here moping. Kalia needs me, so I'd best take to the road. Kolfas lost both his dear wife and parents not long after the girl was born. Raised Kalia all by himself, he did. They weren't rich by any means, but still he saw that she wanted for nothing. I can't even imagine what the poor girl's going through, all alone in this dangerous world. As Kolfas's close friend, it's my duty to be there for her and see to whatever she needs. Come to think of it, don't suppose you'd be interested in coming along. I'm just one man, and looking after Kalia isn't likely to be an easy task. You're a lifesaver, friend. I'm sure that it'll mean the world to the girl. And with that, I'd best be gathering my belongings. See ye back at Fort Job. Alright, back to Fort Job. Ooh, Magitech armor. And there be our destination right in front of us. Oh, I never picked up the Amaro Keep out here. Let's grab that while I'm up here. No, I don't want to take a ride yet. Oh, she's over here now. Uncle Nilden, you came all the way here for me? And you, Kona, how can I repay you for your generosity? Think nothing of it, girl. Poor thing, you've been through more than any child should have to suffer. But don't you worry, Uncle Nilden and Uncle Kona here are here to see to your every need. Until I go back to the source. You truly are too kind. Everyone has been. Why, even those here in the fort I have never spoken to before have stopped by to offer their sympathies. Whatever have I done to deserve such kindness? Reckon your old man is to thank for that. The people loved him, Kalia, and they know that his daughter and assistant is cut from the same cloth. You've got nothing to feel guilty about. What are you saying, Uncle Nilden? It's my fault, all of it. I never should have let him go to that terrible place. Don't even think of blaming yourself for that, Kalia. Your father went there because he felt it was his duty. 100 men couldn't have stopped that stubborn guy once he made up his mind. I'm not going to say the word on here. Yes, this is what everyone tells me. That father was a talented physician and a great man, that he is a hero who did not shy in the face of danger and sacrificed himself in the name of our cause. This I know, and yet, to me he was my father. As cruel as it sounds, I could care less that he died a hero. I wanted him to live, but still, he left me. He He did not even give me the chance to say goodbye. Kalia, your old man may have left ye here, but ye never left his mind and heart. Not for one moment. Ye were more important to him than anything. I know this, and yet I do not understand his duty, his patience, his daughter. How could any one man be so selfless? Did he never stop to think of himself? Forgive me, my friends. I am still feeling a bit overwhelmed by it all. No apologies needed, girl. You've had it harder than any of us, and yet we have to carry on without him somehow. All of us do. So tell me, Kalia, what do ye plan on doing now? The sick and wounded still show up at these doors. My heart aches for them. Yet I am but a physician's assistant. I simply cannot offer them the treatment that Father once did. And so I think I will head for the Crystarium. I will shutter the doors of the infirmary, sell the furniture and equipment for what little they are worth, and use the coin to fund my trip. Perhaps that would be for the best. It'd be safe there, at least, and as good a place as any to start a new life. There's a residence hall there, the catenaries, they call it, where they give room and board to refugees and others looking to make the Crystarium their new home. You can take shelter there till ye find a job and place of your own. Say, Kona, would ye mind going on ahead to make the arrangements? The boy, Sligam, or Silgam, there's an acquaintance of mine. Space is always tight, but let him know of Kalia's situation, and I reckon he'll be able to find a room for her. I cannot even begin to express the depths of my gratitude, friend. Thank you. Alright. Off to Fort Job. So I'm going to teleport to... Or not Fort Job, we already have Fort Job. I gotta go off to the Crystarium, that's where I gotta go. And since we're going over to the Crystarium, I've just picked up a new piece of gear. So I'm gonna take the materia off of what I've got on now, and then swap it too. So I think I gotta go to the same place anyway. Yeah, gotta go there. Oh, I got some quests here. I got Freedom from Privilege. Oh, I think that's another one of the bounty hunter type quests. So I'm gonna go over here to the Musica Universalis markets. I'm gonna go and do that materia swap. So I'm gonna go here into my character. I'm going to equip the recommended gear, which is switching out a ring. So I'm going to equip the new ring, and I'm going to swap out the materia from the old ring, which was a Heaven's Eye materia. So let's take and retrieve the materia. There we go. Got it. Now I'm going to head over to the markets, and I'm going to go and find that materia melder. And I'm going to slap the new the materia into the new ring. Okay, so the materia melder is over here. Alright, let's see here. Okay. Now, let's see, I can throw on... Looks like it'll support Heaven's Eye materia on it. There we go. Now let's go and talk to that guy. There's Silgam. Greetings and welcome to the Catenaries. How may I be of service to you today? Young girl has been orphaned at Fort Job, you say. This is tragic, indeed. But worry not, a room just opened up earlier today. I'll reserve it for Miss Kalia straight away. Your timing is most fortunate. Ever since the raid on Holminster Switch, refugees have been pouring in day after day, and our rooms can only hold so many. But do not worry, we will do everything we can for your young acquaintance. There are others here who have suffered similar tragedies and can doubtless sympathize with her plight. She will be among friends. Needless to say, I and the rest of the staff will also watch over her closely and see to her needs until such a time as she is acclimated to life here in the Crystarium. Tell her to come in safely, and that we look forward to welcoming her to our halls. Alright, now I go back and I talk to her at Fort Job. So here we go. I'm going to teleport back over to Fort Job. Welcome back, Kona. I cannot thank you enough for all that you have done for me. I very much look forward to settling in to my new home at the Crystarium, and yet I fear there's been something of a complication. Uncle Neilden and I had all but finished packing my things when... but forgive me a moment. I must collect my thoughts. Alright. You know, this is the first quest I grabbed, and it's actually quite long. Alright, Kalia wears an expression of grave concern. My apologies, Kona. I fear we have a bit of a situation on our hands. While you were away, kindly making arrangements for me at the Crystarium, a young man was rushed here with the most horrific symptoms. Aye, one of the new recruits here at Fort Job. A nasty fiend got him. One of those damned tree men, and got him bad. As his brothers in arms tell it, he was lucky to survive. Sadly, he won't be surviving much longer in his current state. See, the beast that nicked him has some nasty venom in its claws. The way the poor boy is convulsing, it's probably spreading through his body even as we speak. He's resting in bed for now, but if we don't do something soon... Searching through Father's belongings, I found a book containing recipes for a wide variety of antidotes. The instructions seem clear enough. I am quite confident I could mix one up provided I have the proper ingredients. Unfortunately, that's easier said than done. The most vital ingredient is a swab of the original poison with which the man was stricken, and furthermore, the medicine must be mixed immediately after obtaining the sample, while the venom is still fresh. We know precisely which type of beast did it, and they are more than plentiful in these parts. We would not have to travel far to procure the poison, provided we had someone with the strength to fell the fiend. The soldiers here have been so kind to my father and me, I simply cannot let them down in their time of need. Oh, Kona, I beg of you, will you help me? And like the dupe I am, I agree. Ye can count on old Neilden too, my girl. I'm no slouch in battle after all, or have ye forgotten? Thank you, Uncle Neilden, but no, you must stay here with our patient. Make sure that he has water to drink, and tell him that I will return shortly with the antidote. Aye, I understand. Watch yourself out there, Kalia. Alright, Kona, we've no time to lose. The creature we seek lurk in the woodlands just west of the fort. I will meet you there. And we're gonna have to end the stream here now, guys. Thank you very much for joining me for the first part of today's episode. Part 2 is coming at about 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today, and I'll be streaming from, like I said, 1:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. So I look forward to you all joining me then, and till then, thank you very much and take it easy. I'll catch you later today. Bye, everybody.